Hi everyone, this is Alex. Today I again enjoy really nice view which is located in the border between Utah and Wyoming. Look at this nice place, just unbelievable. Right, in today's video I'm gonna talk with you about what you should avoid when you're just a beginner, what mistakes truckers are doing and how to avoid them, how to drive more safe, and basically how don't get any tickets and stuff like that, and stay safe and earn money like usual. Right, and before we start, let's enjoy a little bit of this amazing view. It's the viewpoint in the border between Utah and Wyoming. I've been here before, and it's just one of the moments when you want to stop and just enjoy. Right guys, I created 5 suggestions which is help you to save money, avoid tickets, and also maybe save your life. Let's begin. Right, number 1, it's build your road. I'm using the tracker pass right here. It's gonna be also in the link below. Basically, it's super useful thing. So when you get the load, then you have to analyze which road you're gonna go to make sure there is no low bridges, and make sure how you're going. Also, with this app, it's help you to save some money by choosing right gas station when you can purchase gas for a truck, and found a couple rest areas and rest there. By building the road, it's help you to avoid using your phone during the driving, which is a smart thing to do, because when you don't do that, like you start thinking, okay, I need to rest a little bit, and you start looking for the stop by using your phone, or you need to add gas to a truck, you start also using your phone, or which gas station to use, where is this located. But when you like create a road for yourself, you basically know your plan. You know in advance when you're supposed to do, when you're gonna stop. It's how it's supposed to be. It's more safe for you and save time and save money. So it was tip number 1. Right, tip number 2, most common, is speeding. Yeah, obviously, like everybody talk about speeding. I'm not the guy who's not talking about speeding also, because especially when you're a beginner, always in the roads there is some signs which says like 65 miles per hour, 70 miles per hour. You know, like many drivers are going a little bit over, and police officers are allowed to do that, like at least like couple miles, 5 miles. By truck, you also can do a little bit more. Let's say if you drive 70, nobody gonna stop you if you drive 73. But if you're a beginner, I suggest you to do a little bit lower than 70 or maybe 70. It's help you to understand how truck's doing. When you like more professional driver, you have more experience, obviously you can go a little bit more 70, but not too much, because when you go like at least like 75, it's already risky, because it depends on the officers. They can stop you and give you a ticket, and tickets is way higher than a normal car. So I could say it's 1,500 easy you can get. So make sure you're not speeding. And also, one of the big suggestions about the speeding is when you have to understand you drive a big car. It's a huge, it's a long, it's a heavy. To stop this car, it needs like a long time than a normal car. And when you go to the curve, they always like a signs which is suggest you speed. I believe me or not, but they're always using that, because especially when you're heavy, because you don't know what is the load behind you. Or if you know, like let's say it's like 60 for the curve and you go 70, your load can move a little bit, and your truck can like flip, and it's gonna be a crash, and you can die, or like you can kill someone. So that's why, guys, try to follow the speed limits. Don't go over too much. Each state is different, but let's say in California it's 55, but every truck drivers drive at least 60, so it's fine. The cops officers understand that. So, but be honest, try to keep safe speed. It's help you to save your life and maybe help other to help saves life others. Right, the tip number 3 is check your weather. I always go with the weather channel. It's super useful app. So when you go under radar, you can see what is actually going for the next like 5-6 hours. So you can plan your trip a little bit. Let's say you decided to stop in 2 hours, but you see there is maybe in 2 hours going to be snow. So maybe it's to stop better in 4 hours if you have time for that. So by using that app, it's a little bit help you. You will prepare yourself, you know, because sometimes when it's slippery, the drivers drive faster, and it also got some crashes over there. I see a lot of things like that. So by checking the weather, it's really help you to save your life, believe me. So try to follow that. Sometimes even like it's really sunny, or you're driving to United States, like so many states like Montana, Oregon, or like Washington or Wyoming have snow. Like I drove like a couple days before, was so much snow in Montana. It was like, I don't know, April 10th or something, like it was so much snow. In Wyoming was the same. So check the weather, guys. It's really helpful thing. Right, guys, tip number 4, it's pretty simple one. It's like almost doesn't cost you any time. Every time when you pick up a load, just simply check a bill of lading, because checking bill of lading mean you authorize you to get a load and you drive that load. But then sometimes like seal and bill of lading doesn't match, and when you go and to delivery, and somebody say, oh listen, it's different, so maybe they can say, okay, there is not enough product, so you have to pay for that. So when you checking that, it's avoid you any like difficult situation in the future. Just simply check bill of lading, check address where you're going. It's such an important thing. Check the seal, and that's it. By driving the street also is so often. By driving Amazon, it's completely different. You're using apps they scan you, they give you right bill of lading every time. It's pretty simple. I never have any problem with when I drive Amazon. But when you drive the street loads or some other loads, for sure check your bill of lading. Right, and last one, tip number 5. Many truckers don't do that because they think, okay, I have a good truck and totally fine with my truck, I don't see any leaks. Don't be lazy. You have to do PTI every single time when you just start. Many truckers don't do that, but don't be lazy. At least one time in 2 days, check up your hood and check your truck. Go around, go see everything. If you see some leak or if you see something strange, it's better when you call to your company and say, listen guys, I found this. Listen guys, or I see some leak over there. Before you start, it's much easier to fix, because if it's broke during the road, first of all, it's costly. It's really high volume of price to just get your truck to the truck station to repair this. And the second is timing, and both work not for you. Like timing and money is, it's all together, so it doesn't work for you. So try to check your truck before you start. It's really helpful thing it's help you to avoid those costly repair, and it's help you to don't stuck in the road, because when you stuck on the road, you're not delivering time, your company gets low ranking and stuff like that. So by checking the truck, simply like 5 minutes, go around like at least like once in 2 days. It's really helpful things. Right, guys, I give you 5 suggestions which is I use it all the time, and in my opinion, it's one of the helpful things. There is for sure there is much more in other things which is help you in tracker in general. There is much more things than I explain you, but this is 5. It was top 5 in my opinion what can help you. Alright, this was 5 topic for you. I hope it's really help you, and Eli, say hi to everyone and stay safe on the road. If you could like this video, just simply subscribe to my channel and press the like button. Right, Eli? Like? What do you like? Or leave a comment. What do you prefer? I know you prefer just eat, right? And go to chill a little bit.